Hello, I'm Kyle Brown, fourth generation CEO of New Generation Wellness, the parent company of Vitamer and Vitaceutical Labs. My great-grandfather and his brother founded the company in 1924 as Anabolic Food Products, and ever since, my family has been in the business of manufacturing and distributing dietary supplements in order to make people's lives healthier. It all began in Chicago in the early 1920s, when one of the brothers, J.W. Wigglesworth, who was an MD and doctor of naturopathy, desired to find a way to improve the health of his patients who were unwilling or unable to digest proper nutrition. This was at the forefront of the concept of nutritional supplementation. Vitamins had not been isolated to a great degree at this time, and quality commercial supplements were not available. But Dr. Wigglesworth understood the importance of vegetables and whole food nutrition for health. In those early years, he began growing, drying, and hand-encapsulating nutrient-rich vegetables to create high-potency food concentrates for his patients. Soon, other doctors began hearing of the successful outcomes patients experienced with Dr. Wigglesworth supplements, and demand was created in the field of nutrition. To meet this growing demand, Dr. Wigglesworth's brother, A.E. Wigglesworth, joined in the work in 1923. A.E., who was an engineer, helped develop and patented the ovens, equipment, and unique processes used in the dehydration, concentration, and encapsulation. In 1924, the brothers incorporated to create Anabolic Food Products, Inc., so that they could share their beneficial products with more patients around the country. Together, the brothers developed many of the testing and quality standards that form the basis for today's good manufacturing practices. They were decades ahead of the industry and federal regulations when it came to ensuring safety, purity, and potency of their products. In the 1930s, the company purchased land in Ventura County, California, where crops could be grown free of contaminants and where the soil was richer than the Midwest, which was in the midst of the ravages of the Dust Bowl. The company weathered the tumultuous 1930s by supplying doctors with alternative nutrition at a time when food shortages and bread lines were common and refrigerated rail cars to supply fresh produce were not. By 1940, manufacturing had moved to California to join the farming operation, and a facility was purchased in Glendale, California, to house offices, production, testing, and distribution. The company included offices in California, Chicago, and New York at this time. During the early years of World War II, the company was a leading supplier of dehydrated vegetables, but increased rationing began to threaten the company. The high-quality standards Dr. Wigglesworth had always insisted upon allowed the company to make the transition to manufacturing pharmaceuticals to help the war effort. For the duration of the war and up through the 1970s, the company manufactured pharmaceutical products under contract for the Defense Logistics Agency. Throughout this time, the company also continued to supply high-quality dietary supplement products to medical professionals and had many firsts in the industry, including the first published study on vitamins and the first dietary supplement clinical trial published in a peer-reviewed scientific journal. The Vitamer Labs division was founded in 1975 to fill the growing and unmet need for private label supplements in specialty natural product stores. With the success of Vitamer, another division was formed. Vitaceutical Labs was introduced in 1996 to serve the growing need for premium private label natural supplements among pharmacies and grocery stores. Right from the start, both of these divisions held quality standards that surpassed the regulatory requirements for supplements in those days. As a pharmaceutical manufacturing facility, the highest quality standards were already in place. Due to these leading quality standards, we were one of the first dietary supplement manufacturers to receive CGMP certification by the Natural Nutritional Foods Association, today's NPA, and we're the first private label supplement manufacturer to achieve organic certification. Since then, our certifications and achievements have continued to grow and include, among others, UL Process and Management, NPA GMP, QAI, Friend of the Sea, RSPO for sustainable palm oil use, and SGS verification for no GMOs. Many of these certifications are evidence that we take our stewardship of the planet seriously. Social and environmental responsibility have always been important values for us. Just as our founders did, we consider sustainability issues in each aspect of the business and strive to create a healthier environment for this generation and the next. As the pharmaceutical division continued to grow, the decision was made to change the company name to NextGen Pharma in 2007. That same year, with an acquisition in Colorado Springs, we increased our capacity and added a strategic geographic distribution position to better serve our Midwest and East Coast customers. With the increased capacity, many new programs were put into place, including a larger product development department and increased focus on contract manufacturing to offer custom formulations. In 2020, after the divestiture of the pharmaceutical division, the family decided to change the company name to New Generation Wellness to reflect its change in focus, going back to its roots and being solely dedicated to natural wellness. As the company continues to grow into the future, the spirit of our founders and their dedication to quality remains the cornerstone of the business. Our goal is to foster long-term relationships while providing best-in-class products and services to positively impact the health of people around the globe. We hope that you will join us in that journey as our family continues its legacy of wellness into the 5th generation and beyond.